Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to send personalized coaching plans using SendGrid for intake form submissions. Let's suppose I am running a coaching business and I have attached this Google Forms on my website. I am taking all the registrations with the help of this Google Forms. I want that whenever there is a new form submission, I should automatically send them this mail. Now doing this manually will consume a lot of my time, so I've completely automated this process. And to do this automation, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software which requires no coding or programming skills. Here I just need to build connection between this Google Forms and SendGrid. With the help of Pabbly Connect, I'm going to build this connection in such a manner that whenever I'm going to receive a new form submission from Google Forms, I'm going to send them the mail in which I'm going to add the coaching plans. Now, if you want to learn the step-by-step process, then let me take you all to my screen. So in this video, we are going to see how we can send the personalized mail to all the Google Forms submission. And for this, I have created this wonderful integration between this Google Forms and SendGrid using Pabbly Connect. We are going to check this once whether it is working fine or not. For that, I'm going to do this form submission, and if I receive the response, which means if I capture any mail in my mailbox, then this means this automation workflow is working fine. So I'm going to enter some dummy details in this Google Forms. My name is latest user, my email address is latest@pabblytudes.com. Then I'm going to enter the course as career coaching. I'm going to enter the main goal as career counseling, and then I'm going to enter specific challenges. Help me know my interest. I'm going to submit this, and as soon as I do this, I should receive a mail. I'm quickly going to open my mailbox and check whether I received any mail there or not. And here it is. We can see that just 0 minutes ago, I have received this personalized mail. Hi latest user, welcome to the coaching program of career coaching. I have provided the plan and the rest of the details and then my company name. So this is how this automation workflow is going to run. And now to learn how to create this, let's start creating this from the beginning. In this video, we are going to learn how we can send the personalized email to all the form submission which we have received from Google Forms. And for this, I'm going to create the integration between Google Forms and SendGrid with the help of Pabbly Connect. So this is the landing page of Pabbly, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com in your browser. Now, before we sign into our Pabbly account, let me quickly take you towards Pabbly community. So you can join this Pabbly community to connect with business owners, experts, and the Pabbly support team. You can share tips, ask questions, and get quick solutions to your automation challenges. You can stay updated on latest features and collaborate with thousands of users who help and support each other every day. Now, if you want to learn how you can join this community, then please check out the link given in the description. Let's move back towards Pabbly. After browsing this website, we need to sign in to our Pabbly account. On the top right corner, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on the sign in, and if you are a new user, click on the sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll click on the sign in. And here all Pabbly apps page has appeared, which is showing me all the Pabbly applications. I'm going to click on this Pabbly Connect Access Now. And here it has taken me towards this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders which I've created over here. Now, if you want to create a new folder, simply click on this plus icon, and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow, and I need to select my workflow builder. We have this new beta, which is modern, faster and more flexible one, and then we have this classic, which is a stable and a familiar approach. I'm going to select this new beta, and then I'm going to name this workflow as send personalized coaching plans using SendGrid for intake form submissions. And now I need to select my folder. These are the folders which have been created, and I'm going to select it as forms automation and then click on create. Here workflow created successfully. As soon as I click on create, this box has appeared in front of me where it is asking me to enter the trigger application. So here trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger step in a workflow, but as many as action steps as you want. Here in this workflow, I want to send a personalized email to all the form submission which I have captured from Google Forms, which means whenever I'm going to receive a new form submission, I'm automatically going to send them the mail with the help of this SendGrid, which means whenever I'm going to receive a new form submission, this complete workflow here will get triggered, because trigger basically triggers or activates any workflow. Here in my trigger application, I will be taking Google Forms, and then in my action application, I will be taking SendGrid. Here in my trigger application, let me quickly take Google Forms. And in my trigger event, I'm going to select it as new response received and then click on connect. Now I need to make connection between Pabbly Connect and Google Forms for which a webhook URL is provided to me, and this webhook URL is going to act as a bridge to connect my Google Forms with Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to follow the help desk given below and build this connection. I'm going to open my Google Forms, and this is the form which I've created by the name CoachRank form. I have all the fields like full name, email, course, which course are you enrolling in, what's the main goal, and specific challenge. So I'm going to scroll down, and then we have to make sure that we keep this required button on of this last field. From here, I'm going to go towards the responses and then click on this view in sheets. So here this sheet has opened in front of me. We have all the fields which we have in this Google Forms. You can see name, email, course, goal, and the specific challenge. Here we have this timestamps also, so that whenever there will be new form submission, I will capture the date and the timing of that form submission. So I have all the rest of the fields: challenges, goal, course, email, and phone number. Now I'm going to do this form submission and check whether I'm able to capture the form submission details in this spreadsheet or not. For that, I'm going to go towards this copy respondent link, copy the link to this form and paste it in a new tab. And then this form has appeared in front of me. I'm going to fill in some dummy details. So let's say my name is new user, my email address is new@pablitudes.com. Then my course is fitness coaching. I'm going to write my main goal as weight loss, and then the challenge is body fat. I'm going to submit this, and as soon as I do this form submission, I should capture the response in my spreadsheet. I'm going to open the spreadsheet, and here it is. We have recorded the date and the timing of this form submission. Then the rest of the details are same. Body fat was the challenge, main goal was weight loss, course was fitness coaching, the email address was new@pablitudes.com, and the name was new user. Here, as soon as the form submission was done, we have received that response here in the spreadsheet, and this shows that my Google Forms and my spreadsheet are connected. Now I'm going to send this data from my spreadsheet to my Pabbly Connect workflow. For that, I'm going to go towards the extensions, go towards this add-ons, and then click on this get add-ons. So here Google Workspace Marketplace will appear in front of me, where I'm going to search for Pabbly Connect webhooks. And here it is showing installed because I have already installed this, but if you are doing this for the first time, please make sure that you follow the same process. Now after that you install this, please make sure that you refresh this Google Sheets, and once you refresh this, your Pabbly Connect webhooks will start appearing under this extension. From here you have to go towards the initial setup. So now here this box has appeared in front of me, where I need to enter this webhook URL and the trigger column. So this is the same webhook URL which I am provided in my Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to copy and paste that over here. Then I'm going to enter the trigger column. The trigger column will be a final data entry column on which if the data is added, the whole of that row data will be sent to the webhook URL. So here my final data entry column is over here, column F. Trigger column simply means the final data entry column on which we are going to add the data. So here trigger column happens to be column F, which is the last data entry column in this spreadsheet. I'm simply going to click on the send test after adding the webhook URL and trigger column, and here you will see the test data will be sent. So all of this data is sent to my workflow, and now to make this setup I have to click on this submit, and you will see setup configured successfully. Now if I go back to my Pabbly Connect, I will see that I have captured the response instantly. Now over here I need to follow a very important step. I have to go towards the extensions, go towards this Pabbly Connect webhooks, and then click on the send on event. So this step will make sure whatever data we receive in future, it is sent to Pabbly Connect. So when we receive a new form submission from Google Forms and the details are added here, if we do not click on the send on event, this data, the data we receive in future, it won't be sent to my workflow. So here now we have received the response. We have done this form submission. If I open this, you can see the trigger column was F, the course goal was weight loss, then the course was fitness coaching, then this is the spreadsheet name, then the name was new user, email address was new@pablitudes.com, and the challenge was body fat. Now here, as soon as I have done the form submission, I have captured that detail here in the spreadsheet, and from this spreadsheet we have sent the data to my workflow, and this shows the connection setup which we have created between Pabbly Connect and Google Forms that is successful. And now whenever there will be new form submission, I will start capturing that response here in this workflow. Now moving on towards the next step, whenever I receive a new form submission, I want to send the mail. I'm going to click on this add new action step, and in my action application, I'm going to search for SendGrid. In my action event, I'm going to select it as send an email and then click on connect. Now, if you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection, and now to make this connection, we have to enter the token. Following the help desk given below, I'm going to get this token and enter that over here. For that, I'm going to open my SendGrid account. On the left hand side where you can see all these options, we have to go towards the settings and then click on this API keys. I'm going to click on this create API key, and then I'm going to name this API key as Google Forms. I'm going to grant away the full access and then click on this create and view. A new API token has been provided. I'm going to copy this and paste it over here and then simply click on this save. So here SendGrid is connected with Pabbly Connect. I have to enter all these details. Now I'm going to enter the send to email, but I'm not going to enter manually like this over here. Instead, I'm going to use a method called mapping, which means I'm going to enter the data from the previous response. I have received the response from Google Forms, and when I click on this field, I can see this Google Forms. When I click on this Google Forms, I can see all the response which I have received from there. I'm going to enter the send to email as new@pabblytutor.com, and then I'm going to enter the subject. So I'm going to enter the subject as welcome to your coaching course. I'm going to enter the from email address. So here, to get this from email address, I'm going to open my SendGrid account. On the left hand side where I can see all these options, I'm going to click on this marketing and then click on this senders. Now over here I have the sender email address. So I'm going to copy and paste that over here. Next I have to enter the from name. So I'm going to enter it as Pabbly. And then I'm going to enter the reply to email, which is this new only. I'm replying to this person only. I'm going to select the content type as plain, and then I'm going to enter the content value as. So I have entered the content value. I have selected the plain content type. So I have entered the plain content. If you're selecting the HTML content type, you have to enter the HTML value. So I have selected the plain text. Now over here, I'm going to enter the name because I want to send a personalized mail. So the name was this new user, and then welcome to the coaching program. I'm going to write off, and then I'm going to map the fitness coaching. So here I have provided the week-wise plan, and then some motivation, and then warm regards and my company name. Now here I have mapped these details. Over here you can see that I have mapped all these details because mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in this field. Manually entering the data will make the field static, and every time I receive a new response, the result will not change. So as to keep this field dynamic, we use this process mapping instead of manually entering the details. Here this from email address is not going to change. So that's why I have manually entered this. Now after entering all these details, I'm simply going to click on save and send test request. Let's wait for the response. And here I have received the response. Now let me quickly open my mailbox and check whether I have received any mail there or not. And here it is, just 0 minutes ago we have received this mail. It was sent by Pabbly to this new@pabblytutor.com. You can see the name has been replaced. Hi new user, welcome to the coaching program or fitness coaching. Here is the plan, and then this is the same exact mail which we have created and added in the workflow and send that. So now to summarize, we took Google Forms as a trigger application where we made connection with Pabbly Connect. We received the new form submission, and then we wanted to send the mail. So with the help of the SendGrid, we sent the mail, we added all the required details, executed this workflow, and then finally send the personalized mail. So this is how this automation workflow is going to run, and here we have successfully created automation between this Google Forms and SendGrid with the help of Pabbly Connect. I have attached the link to this workflow in the description so that you can check this out. I hope you liked this video and understood this video very well. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, but you can integrate many more applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. Now, if you have any doubt, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, you can visit the website given over here. Also, if you find our videos helpful, do share it with your friends and like and subscribe to our channel.